mother deserves an award, actually. It was a 10-pound baby without an epidural. It was really a very, very big baby. Uh-huh. Can you believe that? And it was odd because then I was a very small child. It really was. It was a tiny little thing, and I had a regular sort of New England childhood, you know. It's not that different than a West Coast childhood, except there's more, you know, trips to the Freedom Trail in Boston, or you do a lot more skiing, I think. But like any kid, I was forced to do soccer and baseball and the Cub Scouts, which was really fun. Now, I didn't last very long in the Cub Scouts. Actually, you know, I did. I like Cub Scouts because it was like brownies. You know, you got to do crafts. It was fun. But when I got to the Boy Scouts, it was a totally different story. We took this trip, you see. We took this trip down to sleep on a battleship, which sounds awesome, right? Yep, it was my worst fucking nightmare. I was so very bad at the overnight aspect of this thing. Like, I could not for the life of me. I mean, I was horrified of doing overnights. But you see, I was there, and I said to myself, as long as I'm not the last one to fall asleep on this overnight, I mean, I'm sleeping there with like 1,000 11-year-olds in these old Navy bunks, and I'm like, if I'm just not the last one to fall asleep. So I see this kid across from me, and he's reading with a little flashlight, and I'm like, that kid, as long as I fall asleep before this kid, it's gonna be fine. I'll be totally fine. The kid turns off his flashlight. You play the game with your heart as cold as stone, but just the same, you never spend the night alone. You're afraid because you think you can't escape. You can't erase all your lies that have left a scar. They tell you love is where you've been and who you are. Now you can't hide them or pretend you're innocent. You're not the person in your head or in your skin. All your lies have told on you. Insomniac, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. You're always looking back like there's a monster and you can't relax. Stop looking back. Insomniac, leave it should, coulda, was in the past. Insomniac, dream on. Alright, has anybody ever been on an old battleship? Have you ever been below decks and seen the way that they sleep everybody? So these bunks, they're like 5 high. Of course, I'm in the top of these 5 stacked bunks. When it like hits me, you know, I'm gonna be sick. Shooting stars, the silver bullets they use to pierce a heart, and to the sky ran on stars. You let them dream until the morning came along, and with the dawn you were gone. Now everyone knows who you are. Insomniac, gonna give us a heart attack. A heart attack, you're always looking back like there's a monster and you can't relax. Stop looking back. Insomniac, leave it should, coulda, was in the past. Insomniac, dream on. So as you can imagine, I mean, it's not all my fault really, because you see, we were in this little bay inlet in a place called Fall River, Massachusetts, and this storm had moved in, so the boat is like rocking in the rain here, and I'm like, I am definitely gonna be sick. So I like climb out of my bunk, and I'm like trying to climb down these 5 guys in this 5-person bunk, but I didn't make it. Reflection